Thomas Anderson was a software programmer who worked for the company Metacortex during the day, but at night, he was an infamous hacker desperately searching for information about Morpheus and the Matrix. For Neo, this quest led him to the truth. But how did Morpheus know that Neo was the one? Did Neo have abilities that caught Morpheus' attention? Or is there perhaps a simpler reason? Welcome to Matrix Explained.
Welcome to the desert of the real.
These special individuals that are selected by the Resistance to be awakened from the simulation are known as potentials, humans that are connected to the Matrix but who exhibit doubts about reality and or have developed supernatural abilities. Therefore, part of the Red Pill's mission is to identify and find these people with exceptional qualities and save them before the agents find them. The crew of a hovercraft may constantly be looking around the Matrix for clues about people questioning reality or news of someone who has supernatural powers. Red Pills generally focus on young children since it is difficult and dangerous for an adult to accept reality.
We never free a mind once it's reached a certain age. It's dangerous. The mind has trouble letting go. I've seen it before and I'm sorry.
Morpheus is referring to human fundamentalism. When we are children, we are open to new ideas. We are easily manipulated into believing anything. As we get older, the ideas we have about reality begin to consolidate to a point that we can no longer believe anything new. The Resistance has a rule not to wake up adults because their minds can't accept reality. They can't accept change. Some people have even retaliated to defend the system.
Most of these people are not ready to be unplugged. And many of them are so inert, so hopelessly dependent on the system that they will fight to protect it.
But then why did Morpheus took that risk with Neo? Thomas Anderson lived isolated. He spent his nights hacking programs, breaking nearly all cyber laws, and searching online for information. Morpheus was infamous. He was labeled as one of the most dangerous criminals in the world, an ideologue who fought against the system. Neo admired Morpheus because he saw him as a person who fought against injustice. Or maybe he saw him as an image of himself, since being someone who is also anti-system. Neo thought that Morpheus was part of a group of hackers who fought against the governments, and this caught his attention. Although Neo spent a long time searching for Morpheus, it was Morpheus who was searching for him.
You are the one, Neo. You see, you may have spent the last few years looking for me, but I've spent my entire life looking for you.
But what were Neo's qualities that caught Morpheus' attention? Neo's obsessive search for Morpheus got the Red Pill's attention, and subsequently, that search led him to the question, what is the Matrix? His curiosity intrigued Morpheus. The captain of the Nebuchadnezzar then sent his crew to find out everything about him and if he was someone worthy of waking up. But the most important question remains. Why did Morpheus believe Neo to be the one? Questioning what the Matrix is and or searching for Morpheus doesn't classify Neo as the savior of mankind. Neo did not have any supernatural abilities inside the Matrix neither. Also, the possibility that other people are searching for information about Morpheus or the Matrix was high. So the simple answer to why Morpheus believed that Neo was the one was Trinity. At the beginning of the Matrix, Trinity has a conversation with Cypher. Cypher questions why she was taking a shift when it was his turn on duty and asks her if she liked Neo.
Yeah.
Is everything in place?
You weren't supposed to relieve me.
I know, but I felt like taking a shift.
You like him, don't you? You like watching him.
Don't be ridiculous.
Later, when the police thought they had Trinity trapped, you can see behind her on the computer monitor that she was looking for information about Neo within the Matrix. And here we had an epiphany. Perhaps Morpheus knew that Neo was the one because of Trinity's prophecy. The Oracle prophesied that Trinity would fall in love with the one.
The Oracle told me that I would fall in love and that the man that I loved would be the one.
It is possible that Morpheus knew of this prophecy, which means that he knew that Trinity would lead him to the one. So perhaps Neo caught the attention of Trinity first. Morpheus saw how she had developed an interest in this Neo character, and thus deduced that she may be falling in love with him. Cypher asked her directly if she believed that Neo was the one, to which she answered that Morpheus believes it. This is interesting because she denied giving her opinion. However, our question has been answered. Morpheus believed Neo was the one because he knew that Trinity had fallen in love with him, just as the Oracle prophesied. Therefore, Morpheus chose Trinity to help awaken Neo. But there is another possibility, and that is that Morpheus was an unwavering believer of the Oracle. He spent his life rescuing people who he thought was the one, but none of them were. Yet he kept on searching because the Oracle told him that he would find the one. If you don't understand what we are talking about, there is a removed scene from the Matrix movie script that shows that Morpheus had awakened 5 individuals who he thought were the one. But of course, none of them were, and they all died. Check out our previous videos if you would like to know more about this. So this could mean that Morpheus didn't see anything special about Neo per se, nor did he know that he was the one because Trinity was in love with him. And that's because for Morpheus, each person who he saves has the potential of being the one, because he was obsessed with the Oracle's prophecy. This would explain why Morpheus took Neo to meet the Oracle as soon as he was able to. He needed to confirm if he was indeed the one. Morpheus was the character with the most knowledge about the supposed truth. Yet when Neo tried to tell him about what the Oracle said, Morpheus stopped him.
What was said was for you, and for you alone.
Morpheus chose to remain ignorant. He preferred to believe that Neo was the one, no matter what the Oracle said. This shows Morpheus' level of fanatism. Perhaps he didn't see anything special about Neo. He was the same as the others, but his desperation to find the Savior gave him blind hope with each new potential awakening. The Red Pills no longer need the one, but as we know, Neo is returning in Matrix 4. This could mean that the Resistance is once again searching for Neo for reasons that are still a mystery. But unlike before, testing potentials to find the one, now they only need to find the Anomaly's code. A code that could be hiding somewhere inside the simulation or in the real world. And this could be the purpose of the new Matrix 4 crew, the Mnemosyne. But do you agree? Did Neo have any special abilities that led Morpheus to believe that he was the one? Did Morpheus know that Trinity was destined to fall in love with the one? Or was he just a dangerous fanatic who saw that anyone could be the savior of humanity? For Matrix Explained, please leave a like and subscribe. And thank you for the 50,000 subscribers.